All right, so we were here at Galileo. So let's talk about him first. Associate Galileo with being one of the men with the creation of his telescope. He was actually someone who put his telescope together. It's not written here, but he will disprove the ideology of Ptolemy. Now, we're going to go in the next slide to the geocentric theory, this idea that the earth was the center of the universe, and Ptolemy pushed that, and it seemed like such a romantic idea that the earth was at the center of the universe, but it's just not the case. And that was proven by Copernicus really pushed that, and then Galileo even further, to the point that the Roman Church will be so upset that they'll put him in house arrest. So he performs a demonstration at the city of Pisa, where he goes to the Leaning Towers, and he takes two balls, one extremely big and hefty and one much smaller, drops them at the same time, and they both land at the same time. What is this? Well, aside from some really cool discovery on physics, this is also an application of the scientific method, where you can read at the bottom. Aristotle's old theory was simply science through observation, but actually using demonstration is what would eventually assist in fueling the scientific revolution. So, moving on to the geocentric versus heliocentric. So when this does finally load, oh, there it is. So helio, which is sun, Copernicus is going to use mathematics to propose the idea that actually it is the sun that the Earth and other planets travel in orbits around. The sun is at the center of the solar system, and you can read up on the Earth's axis every 24 hours or so, and then the geocentric associate that with not only Aristotle but Ptolemy. They'll push this, and like I stated earlier, Galileo, further proving the heliocentric theory correct, will be put in house arrest by the Roman Catholic Church. I think we're just about done there. Moving on to the Enlightenment. I feel like we're missing something, though. Oh, yeah, there he is talking about his telescope. And how his discovery contradicts the traditional view of the universe. Yeah, guys, all we have to do today is the Enlightenment, and we're done. I don't know how you're feeling, but I am exhausted. It's 3:53, and I don't usually work this late, but it's all good. You guys are worth it. All right, so we're going to skip past all of that stuff. You can read on your own if you want to delve further into the church's opposition, as well as Galileo's against them. Let's go to the Enlightenment. So, age of the Enlightenment, 1550 to 1789. So, a few things you should note besides the year is principles, the impact of the Enlightenment, and the contextualization of the Romans as well as the Greeks. So you're starting to see a pattern here. The Romans and Greeks, who we talked about in the first semester, really did leave their mark. A huge part of that is going to be because, why? Well, because the literature that they leave behind, in my opinion, is huge. You know, I actually haven't really talked about this with you that much this year. But is that that was a beautiful screenshot. Okay, so the Roman